This is my review on Once Upon a Deadpool. So, this is, as Deadpool explains, as he kidnaps Fred Savages, and we found that at the end credits, Fred Savage has been out for 3 days, and he's reading him the story of Deadpool 2, and Fred Savage is making commentary of, and Deadpool made them making commentary of the story. One's more negative than the other, which is Fred Savage, and one of the ones more positive was Deadpool. And anyway, so I feel like I'm opposed to say the story of Deadpool 2 anyway, because people who review this film are obviously lazy. So the story of Deadpool 2 is his girlfriend gets killed by bad guys. Wade blames himself because he couldn't save her, and so this teenage kid, he becomes friends with, gets abused by his foster home because he's a mutant, much like Domino did in this movie. And Cable blames himself for what happened to his family because he didn't save them. And eventually they team up, Deadpool and Cable, to stop Russell from getting the taste of blood. And so they get help from Colossus to take down Juggernaut, and Colossus says no first, and because Colossus had his heart broken by Deadpool, and Wade says your heart's not in the right, and your heart's in the wrong place. Much like his girlfriend said, his heart's in the wrong place. Because he's not doing what's right, because he's basically saying the right thing isn't always clean. And isn't always exactly by the book. So Colossus changes his mind and helps Deadpool out, and as Deadpool is getting his ass kicked by the Juggernaut and his friends, so the song "The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow" is playing had plays 3 times in this film. One's when Cable's getting his gearing up, and after for round 2 to go to save his wife and family. And the second time it's played in this movie is when his wife and family are being killed by Fuchsia Russell. And third time is played and gets played louder and louder each time. And the final tense played when Deadpool sacrificed himself and basically puts his does and takes the bullet for Russell, and 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 slowly, hilariously dying with, like, he wants Domino to have his Adventure Time watch because he's the real lucky one. And and he calls Megason Teenage Warhead to bring the Teenage Witch and says hi, Yuki, her girlfriend. And and when the first time that Cable and Wade fight, Cable asks, "Who are you?" And Wade says, "I'm Batman." and he says, "You're so dark. You sure you're not from the DC universe?" because he says dubstep is for pussies. So he says it so seriously. Anyway, so Cable rewinds time from where they first battled and before they first started to battle the Juggernaut, and puts this coin inside, puts this coin in Wade's suit, and fast forward we see Wade dead, and he found out that he rewinded time for him. He said, "You did this? All these time swapping service. You did this, but your family." And he says, "My family will be safe. And besides, I didn't do it for you." And he says, "I'm pretty sure that in the Cable and Wade argue back and forth that he about who he did it for." And it's pretty funny. So anyway, this is after Wade sees Vanessa in heaven, and the song's playing. Yes, I think it's and so she says, "There's time for us, but it's not now. Your F word needs you," and his F word is his family. So and she says, "You'll find out why they need you." So I guess that's going to continue in Deadpool 2. And this Deadpool says, "What happens when you have a case of racism and diabetes? You get a family." See, I told you that Deadpool didn't lie. He is a family film. That was really funny.